Hello, manifestors. You are already living in the end. The question is, what end are you living in? This video idea came to me a couple of days ago as I was speaking to a client, as I was coaching her, because she was saying she couldn't live in the end, blah, 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 but she was already living in the end, just not in the end that she wanted to. Well, a lot of you are doing this right now. So this video is for you guys. Please like and comment and subscribe if you have not yet, and share the video so more people like you who really need this information will be able to access to it. My name is Sylviane. I am a manifesting coach. I do one-on-one coaching and email coaching. I have now a podcast that you can listen to every Tuesday on every popular podcast platforms. I also have a blog where you can learn more about the law of assumption and the teaching of Neville Goddard. And I have a free Facebook group. You just need to answer the 4 questions that we ask you in order to get in. So guys, when you are saying, I don't know how to live in the end, what are you really saying? Well, you are saying that you don't know or you can't live in the end of your wish, of your desire, right? But the thing is, if this is the case, you are already living in the end, because we always are living in some end. You are just living in the end of what you don't want. So as I said at the beginning of this video, the other day I had a client and she was full of excuses, all right? Like everybody else. I'm not blaming her. We all do that. We all have done that. But there always comes a point where we have to be honest with ourselves and realize what we are doing. And in this video, I want to help you realize what you are doing. While she was saying that she wasn't able to live in the end of her desire, she was very well living in the end of what she didn't want. So during the call with this client, I was able to make her notice what she was doing. But a lot of you are doing this without noticing because you are not getting help, for example, and sometimes it's hard to find out what we are doing on our own. Well, that's why coaching helps, right? But I'm making this video so I can help you if for some reason you don't have someone to help you notice what you're doing. And this client, by the way, is not manifesting NSP. I don't have clients only about SPs. But it's the same thing if you are here for NSP. If you're saying to me, I don't know how to live in the end of being happily married, of being in a committed relationship, of feeling loved and wanted and desired. Well, right now, in what end are you living in? Are you living in the end of being lonely, miserable, needy, sad, depressed, not having what you want? Because if you are saying to me, no matter what your desire is, whether it's money, whether it's NSP, whether it's health, whether it's whatever else, if you are telling me I don't know how to live in the end of having it, the thing is, you have to be honest with yourself. Right now, my dear friends, you are certainly living in the end of not having it. You are living in the end of the opposite. You are living in the opposite end. You are living in the end of the unwanted. So next time you want to tell me or anyone else or to yourself that you don't know how to live in the end, look at where you are right now. Where are you right now emotionally and mentally? Because right now, I promise you, you are living in the end. You are living in one end, right? Just not the end that you want. And most people, especially when they are new to this, they are living in the end of the unwanted. You could not even imagine how many messages I get from people living in the end very well. They just live in the end of their misery, really. And I have some doing that for over a year. They still live in the same miserable end, which is the unwanted end. And then they keep on asking me, why am I still where I'm at? You are still where you are right now because of that. You've been living in the end of what you don't want. My last video was about to stop telling yourself the old story. Well, guess what? Since this video was published, which is only like 2 or 3 days ago, I already had a handful of people messaging me about their old story again and again and again. And just like in my Facebook group, we have stopped admitting old stories from members, I am going to stop even acknowledging your messages of misery and old stories. Because trust me, do you think I didn't have a miserable story? Do you think that all the coaches out there on YouTube did not have a miserable story? Yes, they did. We all did. But why are we where we are right now? Well, we are in a much better place right now, right? To the point that we can teach other people because we have left the old story behind and start living in the end of our desire rather than keep on living in the end of the unwanted. That's what we have done. So do not tell me that you don't know how to live in the end. You know very well how to live in the end. You just find it easier to live in the end of being miserable, of lacking, because it's what you see out there in the 3D. It's what you're experiencing in the 3D. Therefore, it seems easier for you to just keep on imagining what you're seeing, what you're experiencing. But manifestation, my dear friends, is based on faith. You have to have faith in your imaginal work. You have to have faith that whatever end you choose to live in is what you are going to manifest. The reason you are still living and experiencing things that you don't want, it's because you are keeping on imagining it. It's not because it's there in 3D. It's that you keep on imagining that. Therefore, it comes back and back and back and back again. But I promise you, if you stop right now, as you're listening to this video, if you make the decision that you are going to stop reacting in 3D, and start believing more in your imagination, have more faith in your imagination, and start right now imagining living in the end of your wish fulfilled rather than in the end of your wish unfulfilled, that's going to start appearing very soon. But it will never ever appear if you don't stop telling yourself the old story and if you don't stop living in the end of the unwanted. I promise you, it will never happen if you do that. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm trying to explain to you why you are still living in the unwanted right now, why you're still experiencing the unwanted. It's not that it's not working, guys. It's working very well. But it's working according to what you are imagining, what end you are living in. So guys, stop living in the end of the wish unfulfilled. Stop telling yourself that you don't know how to live in the end. Yes, you do. You do it every day. You're just living in the wrong end. That's when discipline persistence and consistency come into effect. You have to be persistent. You have to be consistent. And you have to make the decision to stop doing what you used to be doing and start doing what you need to be doing. If you do that, I promise you, your life will change. Because my clients who have applied what I teach them, even people who have never been my clients but have applied what they hear in my videos and my articles. And how do I know that? It's because they send me emails letting me know about it. Well, all those people have seen changes for the better. All right, so guys, don't just be a hearer, be a doer. Now that you've listened to this video, shut it off and apply it already. Because if you keep on watching videos and reading stuff and not applying a thing that you learn about, nothing's gonna change for you. So start now. Thank you for listening, guys. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now.